Hello guys, this is Paula and I am so excited to be doing a video because I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. This is the first day that I have spent most of my day here in the craft room. I did get the book bound and I got the fabric on here. I decided not to cover it with any kind of ribbon or anything. I just stitched it with blue, like the lining, the outline of the flowers. This is how our book cover turned out. It's not so bad, but I am going to put the girl on the front, which is going to be this at some point. It's going to be the last thing I do. I don't know exactly what all the details are going to be of it, but we are going to do that. Now, I've been working, trying to get some embellishments made, just pockets and stuff. And I thought you guys might want to go along with me as I finished making them. And I start decorating. Now, this is the inside cover. I just love this embellishment, so I decided to put that there. And I'm going to move some of this stuff that is just taking up space on my desk. There's quite a bit of space being taken up. I've got stuff everywhere. I've not been quite as organized since I really can't walk to do much. I can walk, I just can't walk without pain. So, okay, so we have 3 signatures. Let me show them to you. Beautiful gold. Gold is like the highlight of the book. So I didn't put any on the front, but I put it on a lot of the embellishments. So I'm going to turn that. Let me set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So this is going to be the belly band. I just kind of was in the middle of it when dinner time came. And so I haven't decided what all I'm going to do on that. But I know it's going to look like this portion partially. Now, I'm going to find something to put on there. I just don't know what yet. It's got to be something. There's nothing in here. I just kind of looking just to see. I have a lot of, I like the whole gold thing as trimming out. Like I could take that off. And look at that. So the yellow makes the silver look gold. Isn't that crazy? There's another one. You know, I like putting like a button or something on my flips. I also like, you know, a lot of other things on there. A flower would be pretty on there or something. So just so you know, this book, it's got this beautiful gold trim. Do you see that? Yeah, and so I'm going to set this aside for now. That may be put down last or something. So I'm working on, I made several embellishments and I took some from several different kits. So I'm using some of Shabba Dabba Doo Dah, I think is what some of these are. Medieval Mirage. I know the blue is Shabba Dabba Doo Dah, and I know that this is Medieval Mirage. So, and I have a little bit, let me think for a minute. I thought I might have some Artie Mae stuff in here, but I guess not. So the rest of it is just stuff that I've made. So I'm using tea dye ink instead of Vintage Photo. Well, I started off doing that because I wanted to, you know, not do the whites overly dark. And so I just kind of picked up and did them this color. Now, I have these postcards. And I think I'm going to make pockets out of them. I don't know what you guys think about that. But those didn't get cut perfect, so I want to make them look a little better. I will list on the flip through of the book all the different people's digitals I've used. I'll just have to see. Okay, I'm going to round those a little bit. Now, I think what I'll do, rather than making more, is just start adding some things to the book. And this would be the last video on the book before I do my flip through. So the flip through will come next, okay? All right, so this is stuff I got to work on right there. These are things we need to add. And I really don't know what all I'm going to put in here. I just made a bunch of stuff up. Okay, let me make sure I've got you guys in a good spot. Yes, I have to get up and look because I'm not positive. Okay, so here we go. Get my glue out, take the lid off. We're going to do, you know, of course, all the pockets and such first. I'm going to show you the different pockets. I got 2 of every one of these pockets I'm about to show you. I've got 2 of these side tucks, and I did add gold to those. Where's the other one? It will show itself in a minute. Here is a belly band. And here are some slant pockets, which I love how those turned out. Let me get them. I know there's another one. There it is. 2 slant pockets. I have 2 of these pockets. Okay. I have 2 flat pockets, which I like some flat pockets in my books. I just want them to have a simple amount usually. And I did 2 corner flips. Okay. And I do have more. I haven't decided how to decorate those yet. So I think we're going to work on these first. And then we can go back and work on the rest of it. So I also have this little library pocket I made. And I put a gold clip here with a library card that has a little bird on it. Let me show you. Oh no, it doesn't have, it has a bird cage and red and pink roses. So this book I'm just kind of calling The Rose. And I like that since we've got a lot of rose things going on. Here we have like a mirror or whatever. We could put anything on here. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave that blank and let the person decide. They may want to put their name or whatever on there. Okay. So the library pocket is the first thing we're going to do. It's not going to go on this page, obviously. It's not going to go here. But I think I'm going to put it on the back cover. You know, there's always need for something on the back cover as well. So let's do that first. Now, I have to decide. I think I want it right in the middle like this. So I'm going to move that over for a second. And we're going to put it in here with our Fabri-Tac. And I'm just going to go around that paper clip. And we're not going to make this a pocket in the back. Just a pocket in the front. Yeah. Okay. Now, put this on here. I really do like the way and I've had several people tell me they do as well, like the way the crackle turned out. And some people told me, you know, they didn't want the girl. Some people told me they did. The majority did tell me they wanted to see the girl. So that's the one we're going to end up putting on here. Now, if you want to take this clip off, I did not glue it. So I glued all the way around. It has a tiny bit of space there. That way, whoever ends up with this book can take that out if they want. All in what you want. And then here is this. And you never know about me. I might add more in there. So I like that there's so many digital kits out there that have roses and different things with them, like maybe a butterfly or who knows what, or a firefly. You know, there's just that. I just really like that about digitals. Okay, so we're going to start right here, and I'm just going to kind of go around what I've got. Let's first put in a side tuck. Oh, here's the other side tuck. Or is that the same one? I thought I had made two, but maybe I only made one. Or maybe I didn't get the other one. Oh, yeah, there is a second one, but it's not ready yet. We've got to decorate it still. So I want to put the same amount of embellishments in each signature. So we'll just start at the front and put in this side tuck in the front somewhere. I like that everything in this is tea stained, okay? Just so you know. I kind of have a tendency to want to do things that will kind of match the opposite page or something close by. Like, for instance, this has pink roses. It's just not quite what I want, so we're not doing that. Okay. Let's see what this would look like on this blue. Nope, doesn't quite cut it, does it? We'll come up with something for there, though. Let's see what this looks like. No, I don't think so. I don't know, though. That's kind of pretty with this washi, isn't it? Maybe this is where this needs to be. Let me see. So if I put this here and tuck it under this file, I could have it right there. Or we could do, yeah, I like that. I like that. We're going to do that. I have talked myself into it. So I hope you guys are doing good. I could say I was doing better, but it's not true. But I'm keeping a good attitude. I'm trying to keep a good attitude. I saw 3 of my grandkids this weekend, and that was nice. It's always nice. My daughter finished her musical, Mamma Mia, and now she's in hardcore work. She's got, of course, she has been working the whole time she's been doing it, but she's got a big convention coming up at her work, and she's either in charge of it or she's right up there. I think she is putting this convention on in it. It's going to be 12-hour days. So I probably won't hear or see her during that time. I hope I do. And then, what else is going on? I had my youngest granddaughter here. We might put this here. We'll just see which one looks the best when we're done. When we start filling, I've got to wait for it to dry. So there's the first belly band. I think we should go to the back and do the second. We could do the side tuck, this one in the back. So let's do that. Let me see which direction. I probably have to do it. I can put this in and do it this way. I think I'll just do it on this right side since I did the belly band on the left side. Let's see what we can come up with. And what we think will look good. Oh, that's a pretty paper too. Ooh. No, because we don't cover up the stitches. I did stitch a few pages. I didn't want to go crazy and stitch a whole bunch because it just doesn't, you know, I don't want it to be super repetitive. So many colors to choose from. It's hard to decide where to put whatever. And I don't want to put it on a page that's going to really have a lot of journaling, if you know what I mean. So, trying to decide. No telling what we'll end up doing here. Hold on to that page for a minute. Ooh, maybe I like this. Yeah, we're going to put it right here. I kind of like the way the two pages look together, and that's what I usually shoot for, is try to get a couple pages similar together. Yeah, I'm just going to put glue on it right there, and we'll let it dry and go from there. I'm going to make sure these punched holes in this paper, if the glue gets through there, it will seep onto the next page, and so I don't want it to do that. And yes, there is glue coming through that little place. Okay, so we're in the third signature now. I kind of break up belly bands and side tucks so that they're in different signatures. Okay, let me get this little extra glue off of here by just rolling it off. I like to stick with tradition and keep like belly bands and side tucks and stuff like that in. There's how that turned out. And we can decide later which one these two will go into. Okay, we'll put those to the side out of our way. Now I want to do two flat pages. So maybe we'll do those in the middle signature. We'll just have to see. Now, I did the flat pages blue, and I trimmed them in the gold. It looks kind of orange when you look at it certain ways, but it's gold. And I don't want them to be on the very same page. I do want them to be on separate pages. I just want them to look nice with, you know, the other things in the book. Yeah, see, that would be too blendy. But it would be pretty. I just don't want to blend the colors necessarily. And this page is such a good journal page that I just don't want to, you know, do that. Let's see. We'll find one. Let's see. Some purple. See what we got. Ooh, I love these two pages together, don't you? I think I actually have one that I haven't, that I want to put on this page. I think it's this pocket. Now, I might have to make it a little bit smaller. No, it's really not the same. It is the same blues, but it has, I don't know yet. We'll keep an eye on that one. I'm not ready to really do that yet. Stay on track, Paula. You know what you're doing. Don't be jumping around. That's the truth, right? Okay, so I like putting them up against these blue pages. I was wondering, I think in the second signature, there is another page. There's a white with pink. That would be pretty too, wouldn't it? Where did I put it on the front? I bet I put it on the inside. I did. Let's just do them both on the inside cover of the second journal. Now, on these flat tags, all I'm going to do is put glue around the outside. I decorated them with the gold. So these are really the good pockets for like just doing stuff, anything that you don't want falling out, okay? Because it's real easy for stuff to fall out of your pockets when they're not flat. But then when you do a flat pocket, it's hard to put some things into a pocket with hinges. Makes it harder. See, like to me, looking at this, it would be pretty. Let's just see what it would look like with a gold tag. I don't know. We'll just have to hang on to it and wait till it dries. But that wouldn't be all that bad, right? Or we could do an envelope in there. There's lots of things. Now let's go glue the second one down. So I hope you guys have been having a good nearly fall or good Labor Day weekend. My husband and I, you know, I can't do a whole lot, but like I said, I had my granddaughter, Alaska, and we just had the best time. I took her. We planned a trip before she came. We planned a trip down to a little town called Claremore. It's about an hour from our house. And we decided to take her vintage and antique shopping and give her some money and let her just have fun. And then there's a really great tea room there that has great food. And I always like to go to it when we go to Claremore. And it's called the Pink House. But it's no longer in the Pink House because the Pink House, which was a huge pink Victorian style home, historical home, of course, and it's going to have to be refurbished or remodeled or something. I think it hasn't been purchased yet. I'm not sure. It might have. I don't know. I don't know the business part of it. But it doesn't appear to have been purchased. I'll put it that way. Anyway, and there's this big gazebo out there that used to sit close to it. But now they're in a small mansion. Well, it's not really small. It's 3 stories, I believe. Long story short, we sat in a really nice room. It was all decorated, you know, with antiques and chandeliers and stuff like that. And she just was, my goodness, she loved it. So we all ate, and then we had black fudge dessert, which is just like the dessert you have on Carnival Cruise Line called the melting cake. Tastes just like it. Which is my favorite, by the way. The last time we took a Carnival cruise, I had that for dessert every night. Yes, it's not a place to not gain weight. Okay, so she had fun doing that. She went swimming 3 times, and Papa took her to this big candy thing, and she got to fill bags of candy. We didn't let her have too much. We just let her have her choice. And, you know, ices and goodies and anywhere she wanted to eat. She picked all the eating places. And anyway, so I still have my oldest granddaughter to do a weekend with. And then my little Charlie. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to do that. Okay, so now we got those flat pockets in. So we have these side pockets, which I like a lot. And they're made out of the gold. So I'm thinking, where do we want to put those? I am thinking, so we did the flat pockets here. Let's make sure we don't put like gold everything in one signature. So we have one thing in every signature now. Just want to make sure what colors we put in this first signature. I don't even remember. It's terrible. I don't even remember. I think it was a belly band, wasn't it? I think. We'll find it. There it is. Yeah, it was a belly band. So we could put gold in this one if we would like. Okay, now where is the question? Do we want to do it the same way that we did the others? I kind of like that, but it's like white on white. So let's move on to something different. Let's see what else. I like this. Let's do it here. I got to turn the fan on. Excuse me. I am hot one minute and not the next. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But we can put it there, or let's see what else we got. Just to be on the safe side. No. Don't want to do that. I could put one in this section of the book and then one in the other one because I accidentally made them both to face the same direction, which is no big deal. We just put them in two different places. Okay, so this is the hard part of decorating a book, is deciding, you know, okay, where do I want this? I don't like to use places that are paper to journal. This one's a pretty good place, but this really doesn't go with this gold. So I guess we'll go back to that first place we chose, which is right here. This doesn't speak gold either, but it looks better than the other one. Or we can do it here. I think I like this better. Let's do it here. We'll do it here. It's done. It's going to be done here. Where? Right here. Okay. All right. So that's what we did. And my daughter brought her 2 children over today to swim for an hour. And they had to get home because school's tomorrow. And, you know, it's just hard being a working parent and trying to keep up with everything. So I got the 2 girls and Charlie a little hula hoop. What ended up happening, I'll tell you how it happened. I was in a vintage shop on Friday with a friend. Here I am with my walking cane, but it was a small place, so I could get around in there without too much trouble. But anyway, they had hula hoops, and they had a tiny one that was perfect for Charlie. I couldn't stand it, so I got them. They were like 99 cents or something, and so I got the girls one, and I got Charlie a hula hoop, and they look cute playing with them. And they're going to be able, the girls will be able to get it down, you know, to a nice art. Okay, so let's go to this back side to put the other one. And let's see what we got going here. That might look good. I'm thinking maybe even the same place if I have a page the same. Yeah, right here. So let's put it right here. But it's on the third. This one's going to be on the third signature. I like spacing them out like that. Then nobody gets ripped off. When I say nobody, I mean the signatures. The signatures don't get ripped off. Okay. When this video's over, either tomorrow or the next day, probably, I'll try to do no, it won't be tomorrow. I'm having the injection in my hip to hopefully hold me over until the surgery. Because it's, you know, it's painful right now, and it's limiting everything I do, and there's always so much to do before you do surgery, and ugh. Anyway, so there's that one. Now let's go to these two. Now if we want, we could put them in 2 pages together if we can find the appropriate page, but I kind of like how we're doing it and putting something, you know, putting one in one thing, one in one place and another here or there. So we'll see. I've got lots of pockets for this this journal. So let's start in the ooh, that'd be pretty, wouldn't it? I think I just talked myself into that. This is the very, between the first and second signature. I think that looks really nice. I think I'm going to do that. I like the way, you know, here, let's flip them over so that the gold's on the outside. Let's do that. That was easy enough. Okay. And that gets them close to each other, but also it gets them 2 different signatures. I like to kind of break it up. Sometimes I like them to kind of match. Never know. I like to put them toward the sides so that it doesn't make the signature real full. I like it to where it won't, oh crud, I got that, it's leaking out the side. Okay, let me get my little, okay. There we go. I just had it, I must have overloaded it on that side and didn't realize it. I didn't mean to. Okay, so now we're going to do this side. Try not to overload this time. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put this one right here and try to make it the same, you know, space apart, like from the bottom and from the side and so forth. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, what kind of tags are we going to put in here? It's a good question. This book has got just an elegant look about it. I'll just tell you that. It does have an elegant look about it. I love that. It does. I'm going to wipe off the top of this glue a little bit. It's getting a little gunky. Okay. Now we have our little side tucks. And we have our florals to put in. So let's put these in first. Now, I'm thinking about where we need to put them. Wait a minute. Let's put these in first. These are the floral side tucks, and I'm thinking that we'll flip it over and do it on this portion. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it is. So we're going to put those there. I kind of like doing it like that. I don't usually have 3 signatures every time, but I'm kind of thinking I like 3 signatures much better than 2 on some things. Not necessarily on little golden books, but on some things. So after this, speaking of little golden books, after this book, I'm going to do my design team project, which will be a traveler's notebook. And it's in a pretty lavender kit. Kind of a lavender and yellow. And I mean, it's different. It's pretty. It's colorful for Tracy. So I'm going to do that as my design team project. It shouldn't take me long. I've got to get that done before my surgery. I just feel like, you know, I won't have to worry about it because I don't like to be late on that sort of thing. And then I'm going to do a fall book, hopefully before my surgery. So those are the 2 books. That's the plan. I'll put it that way. And if we have time, I'll do another fall book, but I really don't think I will. I think I'm going to be lucky to get those done. Okay, because I'm not moving quite as fast as I would like. I'm trying to get this straighter. Okay, there's that side. And now we're going to do this side. Whoops! Goodness. I was shaking too hard, wasn't I? I'm sorry, guys. Just frighten you there. Going along watching, and all of a sudden somebody bangs the camera. So, my friend signed us up. When I say us, I mean my friend Pat and my friend Jen and my sister Judy. We are all 4 going to the KISS, K-I-S-S, convention in November. And yes, I'll still be on my cane. But my husband and my sister's husband's going to take us. And they'll unload things and stay at a hotel and watch football. It's what they did the last time they went with us to a thing this time of year. So last year was the first year that we went to one of the KISS conventions. It's really a retreat, okay? Last year, it was s'mores was the theme. Camping, that sort of thing. This year, it is Disney. So, that's going to be fun. Can't go wrong with Disney, right? Okay, so, we're going to put these 2 in the front and the back. I got to find a cute place for them. Okay, I don't want to put all the pockets in one section of the book. I think I'm going to put, let me look here. Is this the right color? Maybe. Let me see if this is the one that goes, nope, I have the wrong one. No wonder. Okay, it's this one that goes right here. I'm not sure though, because that's more of a purple than it is a pink, and I kind of want the colors to kind of blend. I'm going to put this one right here. I like that. Goes great with this washi, and I'll put it in this. I'll put this one in the same place on the next one, on the other side. Trying to decide which one's in the right spot. I don't know. So we're going to just do it around the outside. Right here. Okay, and you want to put it on just on the edges so that it will open back and you can have some secret journaling if you would like. Yeah, see, because this will pop open just like this, and you have the blue underneath, which you can journal on. It's light enough. I made sure of that. And that way, if I can keep this to stay open, got glue seeping out right in the corner. I don't want that to stick the other pages together. It's just in the right spot that it could do that. Okay. Yeah, and then see, you can just close it back. We might make a clip of some sort to go on here. Either with some ribbon or something. We'll come up with something. Now that signature 1, we're going to go to signature 3. And we're going to do the same thing over here in the same spot. But first I got to make sure I have the flowers in the right direction. I might have to do it on this other side. No, it wouldn't work over there. It has to work here. Wood doesn't make it work. Okay, so we're going to put it right here. I'm just going to ink it. I figured out how to make it be upright. It was going to not be upright if I did it on the other side. I obviously was not thinking when I inked it. My brain is not the same as it's been over the last 60-something years. It's just, it's crazy. When things in your life kind of throw you for a loop, I think your brain flips too. I just have been... I've been doing a lot of spending money, and I've been planning, and I've been doing all the things I cut out. I've been doing those in the living room, and, that way I can get something done and still accomplish something. Yeah, it's kind of crazy right now, and I'm really perfectly comfortable in here. It's just that, I'm still recovering from my other procedure while I'm waiting on my other procedure, waiting on my hip. So it's kind of a bummer, but I figure I'll be a new person by the end of the year. I'll be all ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to open this up because it's trying to stick here too. Okay, so let me get my little glue remover. Be nice if you could do something one time and try so hard not to get too much glue. And I think some of it manages to seep out always. Okay. Okie doke. There's that one, and it will flip up as well. Cute, right? Now, we have a side tuck and 2 more tiny little cute pockets. And then we can add some of the other pockets if we decide to. So I'm thinking we'll put this side tuck in the middle, because in the middle signature, because the belly band and the other side tuck are on the outside. Okay, so let's just see where this can go and look nice and not cover up anything too important. Let's see. Trying to find a place that we won't lose any journaling space. I don't want to cover up our music sheet. That's my problem, is I have a hard time covering up anything I like. You know, it's like, I don't want to cover that up. Now that's pretty. Pretty, pretty. There it goes. It's found a home. Okay, so I'm just gluing the top of this strip right across the top. And this will be the next tuck, or the third tuck. Well, the second side tuck, and then we have a belly band. So they're all pretty much do the same sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to move that back. Get this all straightened out. Okay. My husband's been doing some touch-up painting from our bathroom remodel. He sanded an area after he'd painted it because he didn't like, it wasn't smooth enough for him, and so now he's painting it, doing little touch-up things. And then, of course, you know, we have places on all the walls where the, you know, kids will kick it, or they don't mean to, but they do it. Okay, so these are going to be one in the front and one in the back. And then I think we will pretty much have our pockets pretty spaced out. This is signature 1. I'm going to look in the back portion and try to do, I think I'm going to put this one right here. It's a tiny little thing. But we have tiny little tags too, right? Or just tiny yumminess of some sort. This book is, like I said, I think is probably going to be one of the most glamorous little books that I've made. So if you like fancy glamour, you like roses and butterflies, it's got butterflies in it, and gold, this might be the book for you. Okay, there's that one, stuck nice in there. Now let's go to the third side here. See what we can come up right here. It's perfect. Same spot, only on the back. Okay. So in this video, we're just basically putting pockets and stuff like that on. But because I want to surprise you with what gets tucked down and all inside all of these things, I don't think I'm doing any kind of lace. I might do some lace page collages. I'm still going to do some collages on the page. But I want to do them in colors and stuff like that that will look good. Now, let's start over here, because we've got, I think these might be too wide to put in this book, and we'll just save them for another one. Yeah, see, that's just too wide. Now, we might stick them in a pocket, but I'm going to put them to the side for right now. Let's see if these are too wide. I hope not, because I want to add... No, they're not. Okay, so I have 2 of these, which are Shabba Dabba Doodah. I love that name. And I will link them when I link everyone the items are from. I did not get these inked, so we're going to ink those real quick. And I want to do some pretty collage, some collage things that would be very pretty. And what else? Again, this is tea dye, Distress Oxide. Okay, now I also, this is for 2 of the, I'm looking here to see what else I have to make a pocket out of. This is a flat pocket, which I like. So we'll put all of these in. I want to trim some of this black off. I don't like it. I don't want it to look over the top brown, if you know what I mean. That side I already cut off, I guess. I probably cut this with my trimmer when I was on the couch. All this stuff was cut out, made and all that. With my feet up. Talk about, I've got everything in the world in the living room. I've got my roll around, my Michaels roll around, which is the new metal ones they have. And that helps. Let me see if there's any more pockets. Don't see any right now, but we might have some more. I see these are upside down pockets, like you put them like that, or you can do them like that. Either one. And it's to each their own. So we're going to save those for right now. I have plans for them, but we're going to save it for right now. So we're going to put a blue one in the first and blue one in the second signature, and this other little slant one in the middle. So let's just do the slant one first. Let's see what all we've got in here in this middle one. We've got one here. So that's 1. And then we got 2. Don't want to put them too close to each other. This would be cute, and I tell you why, because we've got this blue ink over here. This one's going right here. Yay. Didn't know if I'd find a place that quick. Oh no, this is the middle. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to come over to this, because we should have every signature, I'll put it that way, every signature has the same layout of papers, okay? And so we got the peach with the blue coffee stained. Okay. It's going to be right here. Let me make sure. No. That's not the same spot, is it? Yeah, it is. Hello. It's right here. Okay, let me see if the back portion has the same get up here. It should, but that doesn't mean anything. Right here. This is where we're going to put it, on the back one, because that way it's not so close to 2 different pockets. Like, you know, I want them to kind of be spread out a little bit. Okay. I need to see how much time we're we've got, let me put this one down first. Then I'll kind of try to stand up and look here. Okay. Okay, you want to pull it as far as you can to the outside because it's pretty wide compared to the others. This book is not super wide. It is, I want to say 5.5. For the book itself, I don't know what the pages are. That's not it. It is, the pages are 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. So you see, it's, this one is getting glue all over me. Look at that. Crazy. Earlier, I was putting the book together and I stabbed myself with the awl. It's one of those days. I haven't got my act together. Luckily, it didn't go too deep, but it did stick in a little bit. I was like, oh, good grief. Okay. Get that off before I can even start. It's everywhere. Okay, let me get my little eraser here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some clips to hold this down, it looks like. We can do that. But I got to get the glue off first. Because they're so wide compared to the others that they're going to have to be clipped down so they don't flip up on the inside of the binding. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these giant paper clips. What would we do without them, right? Giant paper clips. And I'm just going to put it in like this, where it will hold that very edge down, like that. And then I'll put one over here just to be doubly safe. This won't take very long to dry, and then we'll do it with the other one too. Come on, get back up there. It's not wanting to. I hope I'm staying in video okay, guys. Let me see what our time is. We've got a couple more minutes, so we'll finish these 2 pockets, and then this video will come to an end. Then we can work on the next one. I can work on the embellishments and so forth. I've got to find what I did. Here it is. Right here is where this one's going. And see how it goes way down into the binding? That's why you have to get your clips out, because it's going to want to do that. All of these digital things I'm using from Shabba-Dibba-Doo-Dah and Medieval Mirage, and I forget the other one, but I'll have them whenever I list it. But they all have like page kits too that go with them. I just am using the embellishments, or some of the embellishments. There's a lot of embellishments. I just am, you know, using the ones that work for this book, because I like them. So I'm going to get a couple clips. This one is the same type. It wants to or needs to be clipped down in the spine area here. Okay, and then I'm going to clip over here on the outside as well. Keep it down. little bit of glue right there on the corner. Okay, so those are ready. Now let's go to the middle signature to put this last one. Where do we want to put it? That's the question. It has music sheet in the background. Has these cool pink and maroon flowers. I really want to put it on this side of the page because of the way it's made. So let's just see what we've got. And if we have to trim off some of this on the right-hand side, which I think we will, we'll do it. We will do it if we need to. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right here. It's a little bit too wide for this book. And I did forget to ink this, so we better ink it while glad I noticed that, right? The only thing not inked. All right, now let's glue around that. This one does not have hinges on it, so it will hold a kind of a flat thing. Excuse me, I gotta wipe this glue head off. It's attaching itself to everything, including the book and me. It's attaching itself to me. Okay, now let me get the book back open. Now, I did get a little glue happy right here, so I'm going to kind of wipe some of that off. Okay. Let's put it right here. And again, bring it as far out as you can. Just leave a tiny little area to hold your pocket. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and, because these are a little longer, I'm going to go ahead and clip them. And I'll leave those for a couple hours and I'll come back in here. And so I either will come back and we'll decorate, or I'll be coming back and it's going to depend on timing, or I'll come back and we'll make stuff for the pockets. So tell me what you think about this book and how it's coming along in the comments. And yeah, that will be awesome. I'd love to hear feedback from you guys. Sorry that things are slow, but I'm trying to do videos when I can to hopefully be able to have some during that 2 weeks. But right now it's not looking too promising because I can only stay in here and work for so long. Okay, guys, look at that. It's filling up. It's getting all its little goodies in it. And when everything in here dries, then we will be ready to decorate. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I've missed you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the book so far, or any other question you might have. And I'm getting my shot tomorrow, so you won't hear from me tomorrow. But you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and get right back to work after Labor Day. Fun. And I'll see you hopefully Wednesday, but I can't promise. We'll just have to see how things go. I don't know, from one day to the next. So I'll see you later. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. I normally do videos nearly every day, But right now I am not able to do that, but I will be back to doing that by the end of the year. So you guys be good, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.